Most of this area was cleared in years gone by, and apparently there was even houses up in the hills here. This paddock here in front of us, or to our left, is a paddock that isn't used very often, and what we're planning to do with it is plant it out with all native species. Greening Australia have a project called the WOPA project, and WOPA stands for Whole of Paddock Rehabilitation. And the idea is that instead of just doing a strip of plantings around the edge of the paddock, that you actually plant out the whole paddock in rows, and you lock up that paddock for a few years until the plants are established, usually wattles and eucalypts. And then after a few years, when the plants are a reasonable size, you can let your stock in and they can graze on the plants. So you've got the best of both worlds. You can have habitat for wildlife and you can still graze your stock. And the other good thing that they've found is that by grazing on the wattle seeds and the wattle pods, which the sheep seem to love to do, they're actually there's something in the wattle seed that helps keep them healthy and helps keep them free of worms. And they're also eating legumes, so it's like a shrub version of eating lucerne. So it's a legume. So yeah, it's beneficial to the wildlife and to the stock. And Greening Australia have been monitoring areas where they've been doing this project, WOPA paddocks, and found that a lot of little birds are coming back into these replanted areas. We planted this about 2 years ago and it's doing really well. We're very happy with it. We haven't lost any plants yet, but we did water them for the first and the second year through the hot, dry summers. So this is going to be a beautiful area in years to come. There'll be lots of birds. The red rump parrots and the eastern rosellas and the blue bonnets are already here and feeding on the grass seed. And we're hoping that in years to come we'll get a lot more birds coming into this area and utilising it for food and habitat. This area here, Liz, we call our cypress dam. That's the cypress dam. This is the cypress dam picnic ground because we tend to have our picnics here. And these are beautiful old white cypress pine. These are the trees that are used for building, for panelling and floorboards. They're termite resistant, so they're very popular. There's not a lot of really large ones left on this property, so we look after them. And interestingly enough, we also have some black cypress pine, which you can't actually see from here, but they're just through there. And some lovely wattles. This is a varnish wattle, this one here, and there's some Dean's wattle over there, and we've got a lovely ground cover again of native grasses, and in spring there's lots of lovely wildflowers that come up, so we really enjoy this area here. Over here to the right is a little stand of acacias that have all come up on their own in the last few years, and we've put tree guards around them as they've come up to protect them, and now they're really well established to the point where there are new young ones coming up around them. So in years to come that's going to be a beautiful wattle grove. So most of this is regenerated. Lots of lovely birds. We have a couple of threatened species here, the superb parrot and the grey-crowned babbler, and lots of other birds at the moment. We've got the noisy firebirds because the mugger ironbarks are flowering. We've had some musk lorikeets here recently, which has been pretty exciting because we haven't seen them here before. So lots of different species. I think we've counted about 90 different species of birds on Rosemont since we've been here.